Hello, hello, Aries. Hope you folks are doing wonderful. Welcome to the Sapphire Spider Oracle channel. If it's your first time being here, wants me to warm up my hands. If it's your first time being here, thank you so much for checking it out. And if you're a returning viewer, thanks for coming back. I just did the Pisces reading, so I didn't get to show you my fancy little bag that my cards came in. This is the Golden Gustav Klimt deck, and let's just get started. We are checking in for the Virgo full moon happening here on March 7th. When I just tapped the cards like that, it was like knocking on a door. This first card right here wants to come out, and that is the Tower. The Tower. Ooh, it just gave me a song that I learned in Girl Scouts. It was a knock on the door, a knock on the door, a knock, knock, knock on the door. Which that song is actually funny. So I will say that before we like totally go into this card, the song it's giving me is actually a funny song. And it's not a song, it's a skit. And there's like two people and one sitting on top of the other one. And it's like, the next day, my mom was washing the windows, my dad was reading the newspaper, my brother was and I was watching TV. When suddenly there was a knock on the door, a knock on the door, a knock, knock, knock on the door. My dad said, Priscilla, Priscilla, open up the door. And every time they open the door, it's like there's nobody there. And then at the end, the second person like flips up from the skit and it goes, and then there was me. So it's just like a trick. It's like a joke. It's like a prank. It just said like ding dong ditch or something like that. And then for some of y'all, it just said a scam. Wow. Yeah. Okay. It just turned into something serious here. So now, it's kind of like the vibe I'm getting right now, Aries, is like you're having a conversation with kids and you got to give them scenarios so that they understand what you're talking about. But it's actually about very serious matters, right? And that's where it's like, it's talking about like nursery rhymes and like bedtime stories and these things that we teach to children through like fables and parables and stuff like that, because we're actually teaching them how to handle far more serious situations. You, Aries, might be facing a serious situation that shows up and knocks on your door during this full moon. I think the overall message, before I even pull any other cards, it's like there's a lesson that comes out of this. It's not going to be so serious at the end of the day, but it might very much feel like that Tower card when it first shows up. And so it's kind of like maybe life is pulling a bit of a prank on you or something. Let's keep going. Someone was like, please don't do that, right? Like, oh Lord, please don't do that. Let's see what the rest of your cards say. Okay. Got two cards there. I want some kind of like that. I want some both at the same time. Even though this is a number 14 and this is a 4, it's pointing out those 4s to me. So 4, the number 4 might be something important that comes in, is involved in this overall message. It was kind of saying it like door number 1 and door number 2. Like, this is the situation. These are your choices. And that's what I mean. They don't really seem like bad choices. It's just one's a major arcana and one's a minor arcana, but they're both fairly decent cards. Temperance is about patience, balance, prudence, modesty, moderation, right? We don't overdrink or overindulge or overspend or do this. So it's a very careful balance, and there's usually a lot of patience involved in that balance because it can be difficult to maintain that balance, especially for a long period of time. You want to just go out and have dinner instead of always cooking at home, for instance, right? It takes a little bit of discipline. Discipline is often involved in temperance too. So you have to make this choice about maybe cutting back, winding down, staying modest in some kind of way. being very patient. And you got this Four of Wands, which implies unity. It's usually kind of like a wedding card. Things coming together. In this case, obviously, we have a mother and a child. So sweet times of just kind of, right, being together. Okay, something just came through and it said, leaving everything as is. Everything as is very comfortable and enjoyable. So you could kind of maintain this overall joyous energy that you have. It's comforting. It's nice. Maybe you're just feeling the wake-up call that you need to do something else, though, too. And that's where you might be considering this temperance. It's like, this is a big decision. This is a big thing. Like, you know, everything's pretty much fine as it is, but there's something that I want, or this has presented something to me that I need to do, and it's going to require quite a bit of energy and quite a bit of patience and quite a bit of time. And, it said, so let me think about it. Exactly. So let me think about it. This is something that comes up and definitely gets you thinking, about your options. Just the way this card flipped out feels like a primary choice, and these three feel like they need to go over here. This feels like that special thing of like, kind of like your hidden card. All right, what's this? Death. Once all three again. The Emperor. King of Swords. Slide these up a bit. This is literally that King of Swords energy. I just like propped my little head up over here and I was thinking about this reading, right? I was thinking about things. Excuse me. That's what this King of Swords is doing. He's sitting there and he's thinking about how comfortable and pleasant everything, you know, really is at this point in time. It's peaceful. And that's the thing, it just keeps bringing up that general theme of like, you don't grow in your comfort zone, right? Sorry, you got some throat clearing in here. You don't grow in your comfort zone. You don't grow in your comfort zone. Excuse me so much, y'all. He's sitting down. Pardon me. I gotta go get some water, you guys. Hang on. Sorry. Let's try this one again. You have a lot of throat clearing in here. It was just, I had to go get some water because it would not stop itching. So there's definitely like, there's a lot coming through on this message for you. This King of Swords is contemplating the comfort zone because you don't always grow in your comfort zone. It's almost like he turns his head, and this is where, that's what I mean. Someone like knocks on the door and it's like, huh, what's that? This presents an opportunity for your energy to grow. An Emperor rules swords, wands, cups, and pentacles. So that's a lot more like territory, right? And all of those suits represent different aspects of our being and our life. So the swords is always our mind and intellect and communication. Cups is feelings and emotions. Wands is passion and willpower and drive, creativity. And pentacles is always earth energy, money, resources, home, family, things like that. So that's what I mean. It's like in the mind space, it's very much like, yeah, I like this. It's comforting. It brings a nice little warm glow to my life. I like it. But there's this opportunity for so much more. And look at all these major arcana right here. That's what I'm saying. This number 4. It's like there's this opportunity for so much more. More room to grow. But before things can grow, some things have to come down, old ways, stepping out of that comfort zone. Some things have to completely end And that's where this Death card is coming in. Okay, Aries, some of you are considering, I think some of y'all are considering walking away from a family or relationship, honestly, because there's a woman and a child here, and there's a woman and a child here. And if this isn't you, then this could be someone around you, someone that definitely impacts your life, right? This is a father figure as an emperor here. Very much considering walking away from some kind of comfort zone. For some of y'all, that might involve the whole like family unit. And that's where there is this pause to consider. Why? Well, like all that stuff got to come down. This is going to take a lot of time and patience to take all these things down in the first place. And it would be like, you know, a definite ending of a chapter of my life. And so very much kind of facing themselves to and considering this decision, whether it's about, and I would just say like family is considered in this decision, period. It might not be about walking away from a family. It actually might be a concern about something coming to harm the family, right? That's where that big scary knock on the door comes in. Oh no, what about my family? There's all kinds of things there, right? And that's where this masculine energy might want to step up and improve to help the family. So take it how it resonates for you. Don't go ahead and like put a dark cloud on everything. That's where it might be just kind of like this prank energy. Someone's like, what about my family? That's the overall question here. How does this affect my family? What about my family? How can I grow? For some people, it may be about walking away entirely. And for some people, it's like, no, I'm here. I got to protect all this stuff. This is just a really big decision when it comes up. It's going to take a lot of time and discipline, a lot of budgeting, a lot of all these masteries of big energies. We can stay small. We can stay playing small and just be comfortable. Or we can, maybe go through some tough stuff, but like really, really grow, right? What's this kind of mystery card over here? I feel like this is kind of like the little key or something to this reading. What is this right here? Six of Cups. Yeah, it's definitely about kids and family and memories and nostalgia too. That's what I mean. If someone's considering walking away from a relationship, the key to that decision overall is going to be about kids, memories, nostalgia, the past, things like that. Things that they are reflecting on. This kid connects everything together, and that's really the whole thing. Kids are usually the defining decision about everything, right? And so that's definitely what's on this King of Swords mind here, is like, what about this child? It's kind of stating that no matter what decision this person makes, and if it's you, definitely, no matter what decision you make, the kid or the kids are always the center of that decision, no matter what. Even if they completely step and walk away, the kid is very much on this person's mind. At the center of their heart, very much a concern. If they're staying, it's very much because they have a whole family together with you, and the kids are very important, and that's why they're making this big decision. That's why they choose to go through this tough energy, is for those kids. As you generally should, right? Sorry. Ugh. One last time. There is a little bit of that coming through too. It's making me wonder with all this coughing if some of this isn't like, I got to stay away from everybody because I'm sick, right? Like, my goodness. Like, seriously, this is a lot of coughing in a reading. And I mean, I've been coughing a little bit lately, but this is like, it's like having a little fit right now. I might mute all that stuff out so you guys don't have to listen to it. But anyway, the kid is the center. No matter which way this kind of goes, no matter which decision is made, however this applies to you and your family, the kid is definitely the focus. It should be your focus, but I would say very much if you're worried about if a masculine is considering these things, absolutely. No, like, no questions asked. The kid is definitely a focus. Ooh, is that it always will be. There you go. Oh, so sorry I coughed so much through your reading, Aries. Forgive me for that. Thank you. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next batch of readings. Thanks.